Hey, guess who's back? Got it. Stanley Singleton from StanleySingleton.com. Well, I've been gone for a while. I have to get some things straightened out. I have to live another life. You know, have to spend some time with my two little girls and do the daddy thing. But now I'm back and I'm going to hit it hard. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that really disturbed me. And it takes a lot to get me disturbed to the point where I want to just leave the scene. Especially those who know me, especially when it comes to church. Here's what happened. I went to church like every Sunday. I go to different churches, and this particular Sunday, I've been to this church several times, and I always had a good time. And the pastor's always preaches a good sermon, but for some reason he just went. He started talking about abortion, which is no problem. Everybody has an opinion about that, and pro or anti. It's just you have a right to have your opinion. But he got too graphic. I mean, he was horribly graphic in how he talked about abortion. He was so graphic that it was unbelievable that what he was saying was even true. And another thing that disturbed me was that his congregation, 99% of the people in the church at that time are beyond childbearing age. So what are you telling them? Why you're being so graphic? I was squirming, and I've seen some of the ladies, the older ladies, who probably grandmothers. They were squirming like, wow, what's this pastor? What's pastor doing with this? My problem with preachers have always been they don't know how to end a sermon. They don't know how to just okay. I made my point. I'm ending it. He could have simply said abortion is wrong. I don't believe in abortion, and your point of view is expressed. But to go into such graphic detail, like you were trying to scare teenage girls into never having an abortion, and none of them were present. We were talking to a bunch of old men and old ladies, to middle-aged men, middle-aged ladies, and even that audience was squirming like, whoa, this is very uncomfortable. And he did say, I want to make you uncomfortable, but what was your objective? What was your point? Your audience didn't need to hear that. No one. That was like, wow. I mean, it really disturbed me. And you know me, I'm even keel. I can tune out, tune in. But this person really, his pastor really turned me off against his church. And it's like, wow, never again. But I just want to say that because, it's not the fall against, it's that the way it was described from the pulpit. You just don't do that. You don't do that even if you're not. I mean, if you are some anti-abortionist and out there on the street, you spewing hatred or whatever you want to say about abortion, and even that would have caused some people to squirm. But have it come from a man of God in the pulpit, saying what he was saying, describing things that probably are not true, but he just wanted to make it as graphic as possible to get his point across. Why? Once your audience didn't need to hear that because they're never going to have an abortion. They're never going to have any more children. That congregation that you were talking to. The teenage girls, the one that did go to the church, were downstairs with little children. So I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe his granddaughter or somebody must have had an abortion or something. Something triggered this normally mild-mannered man to just walk off and give a graphic, disturbing detail about abortion. I'm not going to mention the name of the church. I'm not going to mention the pastor's name because I want it to be over with. But I just wanted to get it off of my chest. I feel like the best way for me to do that is to talk to my peeps. So Like I said, I'm back. Sorry that I came back with such a downer, but I'll make it up to you next time. We're going to talk a little bit about some sports. Say, it's Stanley Singleton from StanleySingleton.com.